Hi there, this is Andrea Maury of Drea Renee Knits, and today I'm just going to show you a little tutorial on how I like to finish off this I-cord edging that I have on my project. So I have an I-cord edge that runs along the bottom and the top of this project. And one of my options is I could just let one of my I-cords eat the other one by decreasing out the other one so that they would kind of end up overlapping like this, and that would be totally fine. But I want it to look a little more seamless, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to graft these two I-cords together using the Kitchener stitch for a really seamless look to the corner of my project. So the first thing I do need to do is I have my I-cords are 3 stitches each, and I have one last stitch of the body of my shawl that I need to decrease out. Depending on what you're working on, you might not need to do that. So if you don't have a stitch you need to decrease out, what you can do is just knit the stitches of your I-cord, which is probably 3 stitches, but could be more. So I'm knitting 2, and then I'm going to knit 2 through the back loop. And that, again, is just to get me where I need to be for my I-cord, so I'm done with the body of my shawl. All right, let's get to grafting. So when we graft our stitches, the most important thing that we want to think about is we want our purl bumps on both I-cords to be on the inside, and we want our V's of our I-cord to be on the outside. But as you can see, currently I have my needle tips facing opposite directions. I need both of them to face the right way, to the right is what I'm saying. But so to do that, I am going to have to rearrange these bottom stitches quickly. And it's actually pretty simple. All I do is pinch the base of those stitches, and that's going to keep them stable. So I can just go ahead and slide that needle right out. They're not going anywhere. And then I take my needle tip and I just slide them right back in, coming from the other direction. Boop. And now my needle tips are both pointing to the right. And again, I have my V's on the outside and the purls are next to each other on the inside. And we are ready to graft them together. So we're going to use Kitchener stitch to do this. You're going to want to trim your yarn now. You can cut it off of the yarn ball you are using. I am going to use about 10 to 12 inches, about 25 centimeters, it's plenty. And I'm going to use a tapestry needle. I do really love these ones that have a bend at the end. I just find it's great for sneaking into the base of those stitches. So let's go ahead and thread our yarn onto our tapestry needle. All right, so we are going to start with our bottom needle, or our front needle, the one that's closer to you, and we are going to insert our tapestry needle as if to purl. So just going straight into the base of that stitch and pulling the yarn through. Then we are going to go to our top needle here, the one that's further away from us. And for this stitch, we're actually going to insert our tapestry needle as though we're going to knit. So we insert it from the inside and pull that needle through. Now we're going to go back to our front needle, the one closer to our bodies. And we're going to insert our needle as if to knit. And now we can actually pop this front stitch right off the needle tip. And then we're going to go to the second stitch on this needle, and we are going to insert our needle as if to purl and pull that yarn through. Now we're going to go back to this needle that's further away from us. We are going to go into the first stitch as if to purl, going in through the front of the stitch, and we're going to pop that stitch off of the needle. And then we are going to take our tapestry needle and insert it into the second stitch as if to knit, going through the leg that way and pulling our yarn through, giving a little tug. And now we're going to repeat that. So we're going to go as if to knit through the first stitch of the needle tip that's closest to us, and then as if to purl in the second stitch on the needle. And pull the yarn through. And now for the back needle, we do the opposite. So we go as if to purl, pop the stitch off, and then as if to knit. Let's make sure you can really see that. There we go. As if to knit. And pull the yarn through. And last stitches here, we go as if to knit, pop the stitch off, as if to purl, pop the stitch off. And that is it. So now we have this pretty little continuous I-cord, and I am just going to use my tail now to go ahead and tidy anything up that I need to. And you can hide this tail right inside your I-cord when you're done with your seaming. You just pull it through your I-cord. And then I like to give a little tug, snip, and it'll bounce right in and hide. And you are all set with this beautiful continuous I-cord. I hope you found it helpful. Happy knitting!